Consistency is very imperative, bro. I would say at the end of the day, if you're not consistent, you're not gonna stay on top. You can't even compete with the people on top. People still harmonize and, people still got rhythm. It's still cadences and shit like that. It's still hip hop, bro. It's a form of hip hop. It's a new genre, of course, but it's still some new shit, bro. People just got to get used to the times. It's different.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had lyrical rappers and shit like that. Way more lit people.
But even in those times, they were living their truth. They were just getting it across differently. All right, back with another episode. We finally got it done. DJ SaySay, how you doing today, man?
What's up, brother? I appreciate you.
Appreciate you for coming. We've been trying to set this up.
Nah, for a second, man.
Yeah, we supposed to do it right before your birthday. Right. But I had so much going on. How'd that go for you though? How was your birthday?
Birthday was amazing, man. Excellent vibes, man.
What you ended up doing?
Had a lot of people coming out, man. Had a birthday bash at 202 Lounge on a Friday night on my actual birthday, March 14th. I had my boy Cartier from Cleveland come out. He got the song with Skillet Baby, the You Look Good Baby song. So it was great vibes, man.
Let me turn you up a little bit.
For people to come out for me. Yeah.
Okay. Get a little closer to the mic or pull it in closer to you.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to start right there because I want to know when you in there clubbing and you ain't working, you just there enjoying, what is that like for you?
The crazy thing is I was working and enjoying at the same time. I actually DJ'd the last set.
Okay.
The closer set that night. And, people always ask me, you working on your birthday? You working on your birthday? Absolutely working on my birthday. Because at the end of the day, I love DJing. You know what I'm saying? So I just took it as, I got my boy coming in town. I love spinning. I can close out, good birthday vibes.
Yeah. How is it during the time when you aren't working? When
I'm not working, it's actually cool, bro. To get to listen to DJs that I fuck with, that I actually listen to. Like, there's some great DJs in DC, man. It's super competitive here. It's like, damn, I'm chilling. I get to hear me on the mix right now. Like, my boy's spinning, man. These DJs spinning. Even if I don't know them, I feel like I'm spinning because it's like, damn, they doing the same shit I'm doing. And I'm on the opposite end right now. I'm actually cooling, listening to the mix. So it's dope, bro.
Do you get to enjoy the music, or sometimes you sitting there analyzing like, damn, I'd have threw this song right there instead, but that's still cool.
A little bit of both. Sometimes. I knew you was going to ask me that. I'm going to say a little bit of both only because, I'm a DJ. I'm like, damn, he could have played this next.
Yeah.
But like I said, so many DJs got different styles and different ways they go about, they sets and stuff like that. It's very intriguing to see myself as a DJ. Like, I'm a fan of a lot of DJs, bro. Like, people don't know just a music, period.
Okay.
People be doing their thing, man. Everybody mix different.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Well, let's get into, because you've been on the scene for a long time, like you at least a decade plus at this point.
Yeah, I'm up there.
Break down the business side of the DJ. Let's just start with that, with booking gigs, building your brand, staying relevant.
I say, man, the number one thing staying relevant is consistency. Like, definitely consistency is very imperative, bro. I would say at the end of the day, if you're not consistent, you're not going to stay on top. You can't even compete with the people on top.
That's
everything. You got to keep putting out content, keep showing people you're active, keep going outside, working, keep going outside with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Go outside, promote yourself. You can be inside, promote yourself too. I know a lot of people kind of like not about going outside no more since COVID. And I would say COVID strongly affected people's views on like going outside and going to the club.
For sure.
Absolutely, a lot. But since the weather broke, and it's getting warmer now. DC has a lot of like great things going on for the culture and stuff like that. I think it's changing. It's changing. It's getting back to like being yourself, promoting your brand. Just go up. Be yourself, man. At the end of the day, the harder you go for your brand and yourself, the more you'll go up, man. Being a DJ, being an entrepreneur, bookings and stuff like that. The work gonna come to you, man.
How you go about booking gigs though?
Bookings, emails, personal, number exchanges and stuff like that, word of mouth, family, shit like that, certain meetings, meetups, it's always when you're in the loop with people that you love and actually been working with for years, I feel like you'll always stay relevant in them circles and them talks, like when actually getting booked and stuff like that.
Okay. It's just your work speaks for itself.
Yeah, your work speaks for itself, man. People know you're working, man. Like I said, when you work hard, you stay down, people are going to hit you up. It's no other way that's going about that. Because your work is just good. You feel me? You complete the task well. You follow every guideline, every rule. You show up on time, be punctual. You're going to go up every time.
Okay. And you mentioned promoing inside. What is that? How do you do that?
Promoing inside. What you mean by that?
You were
Elaborate a
saying
little
like
bit.
you were saying like promote yourself. You can promote yourself inside as a DJ. I don't know what you meant by that. I thought that meant like making content in the house or something like that.
Oh yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. You going back to saying promote yourself inside.
Yeah.
Like, literally inside. Yeah, definitely. Make some mixes live.
Okay.
You know, put up a little video, a little camera, you know, tripod with your camera right there, shut up. Do some live mixes. Get on Instagram Live, Twitch, so many different ways you can promo.
Mm-hmm.
Make a video by yourself, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, minute, you know, reels and stuff like that. Definitely different ways you can promote yourself as a DJ.
That seems good, like a good strategy.
Send your flyers out to everybody. Just be consistent, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Reach out to everybody. People won't know your party going on unless you reach out to them, bro.
Facts.
You gonna expect them to know? Absolutely not. You got what? Everyone average has 1,000 followers.
Mm-hmm.
Your 1,000 followers don't know you have a party today. 500 of them probably not even on Instagram. Reach out to them. If you really like care about that 1,000 knowing your party's going on, it just makes a difference, bro. Over time, your algorithm just clicks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Nah, all of that makes sense. I even see DJs do the live sets sometimes, and I think it's cool. I think it's super dope.
Right.
You mentioned the competitiveness when you talk about your birthday.
Right.
How does the competition or competitiveness like affect you as a DJ though? Like do you have to compete for space, or like is it already set who gonna be who?
I would say it actually makes anyone competing in that realm lit, because at the end of the day, it's so much hype around, so much other shit going on. It's like, damn, you competing for this space, you competing for this time. But like I said, it come back to the conversation I have. You be consistent, you do your thing, the work just always gonna speak for itself. The people gonna follow you no matter what. So like I said, it affects you in a good way at the end of the day.
It really just keep you like sharp.
It keep you sharp if you think of it that way. But if you get into the midst of people thinking shit like that, that's when I feel like it'll fuck you up 100%.
Okay, I can see how it could go both ways. That makes sense.
Yeah.
When I asked you, like a couple of things that you would be interested in talking, and you mentioned old rappers versus the new rappers.
Right.
What did you mean by that? Was that like locals? Because you've been around for a long time, so I took it as like your point of view, how you saw the rappers when you was like maybe 2016, 2015
right. versus
the rappers now in the city. Or you, right. I don't know where you was taking it, but that's how I was looking at it. Because you probably got to see everything. You know, you've been around.
I'm going to say, honestly, bro, I'm going to say this. I've been around a lot of rappers. I've been around a lot of different like music entities, producers and shit like that, and all types of shit. I'm actually fascinated about how like the eras changed within a decade plus I've been DJing, bro. Like I'm actually intrigued. I'm like, damn, this shit went from backpack rap, real lyrical rap, to free car shit. We just skipped 3 genres before that, bro. You feel me? So the free car shit was just dope, like style of rap now. Like I feel like when I'm on some producer shit, bro, I just started producing, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Like officially like 3 years ago. I had a couple placements or whatever. Okay. So now when I'm actually tapping and producing and actually producing and strategically thinking about how I want to make a song and shit like that, bro, we skipped like 4 genres after backpack rap, bro. Trap rap, you got drill, you got fucking still gangster rap, then you got ghetto poetry. So it's like, now it's like free car rap, you know what I'm saying? Due to the, the kid boys, people stealing cars and shit like that. It's crazy how our times change, bro. Shit went from like 10 Crack Commandments, way years before the backpack rap shit with Biggie and them and Jay-Z and them, to the shit now, it's different. It's crazy, bro. Yeah. To actually share it and shit happening, but people actually making a living off of it. It's actually being played. It's on the radios, it's in the clubs and shit like that. But at the end of the day, it's our times. But this what people fail to realize, bro. I gotta make this clear. They fail to realize that these young kids that's rapping and shit like that now, they trying to live their truth. A lot of them that actually become successful, 90-80% of them are actually living their truth. So they rapping about shit they actually really doing. Jay-Z mentioned that like in an interview a minute ago. Just like the older you get, the mature you get. You actually rapping about the shit you actually doing and shit like that. So it's almost like you can't really compare that shit to no lyrical ass rapper in the Wayne eras and shit like that. It's its own wave. It's lit. It's different. People still harmonize and, People still got rhythm. It's still cadences and shit like that. It's still hip hop, bro. It's a form of hip hop. It's a new genre, of course, but it's still some new shit, bro. People just got to get used to the times. It's different.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had lyrical rappers and shit like that. Way more lit people.
But even in those times, they would live in their truth. They was just getting it across differently.
Absolutely.
Like the artistry of it. They just was able to, put the synthesis together differently.
Right.
Why you think that went away?
I think the wave is different because honestly, like the whole tri-state area in New York and shit like that and the DMV area kind of raps the same. The accents are different. The cadences are not. The beats are definitely not. People are like on the same shit. Just like with the Midwest flow and Florida flow, it's kind of similar. The only difference is what? The accents. Same as the DMV in New York. So I feel like at the end of the day, everyone is just rapping based off the time of now, basically. You still have your lyricists and stuff like that. Shout out to all the lyricists, man. Gotta say Kendrick Lamar, definitely on top right now. You know what I'm saying? Definitely still putting out excellent like hip hop music right now. You know what I'm saying? At a high level, due to where he's coming from. But I feel like if Kendrick really dabbled and did more features and shit like that, just an example, I'm not trying to be biased or favoring anything. I feel like his shit would be dope if he did some free card shit or did some different shit like that.
Okay.
So it's all about everyone's rapping within a time now, but still with their styles. So you can't really differentiate the rap scene right now. Everyone is on drill shit, free card shit and shit like that. But you still got your lyricists putting out good content, good music, good R&B, soul music, and hip hop and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying?
Since you've been around for a while, did you get to see like any like local artists who like you saw them starting and you saw the whole pathway going up?
Damn.
I just thought of that randomly.
That's a good question. I ain't gonna lie, that's another good question. I would say honestly, absolutely. I would say like,
and they don't even gotta be local. Maybe you saw, because I remember we had
I would say.
Oh, you go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
I remember we had, I can't remember who brought him here. I was about to say Swag, but I can't remember. But I remember Lil Uzi was at Bliss and he wasn't popping yet. And then he was still cool. People here knew him, but he wasn't popping. And then like maybe a few months later,
he just took off.
Boom, yeah.
You know, it's crazy. They paid some change for him that night at Bliss. I remember that night.
Yeah,
vividly. It was so lit. But a few months later, you're absolutely right. He probably went up mega on his bookings after that. Like, it was crazy. He was doing like super concerts, Europe, just touring and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely Uzi. He's definitely like a lit celebrity I don't know personally, but yeah, we seen happen through bookings. Absolutely. Uzi's one from DC, I would say.
We had Cardi B at Vita.
Cardi B at Vita. She did go up at Vita Lounge. She came to Bliss as well too.
Okay.
But a lot of people don't know, I did her first show before Bodak Yellow came out in Pittsburgh.
Really? You DJ'd at them?
DJ'd it, man. Shout out to my boy Solo Dolo, man. Pittsburgh DJ, one of the number one DJs in Pittsburgh. But long story short, she introduced that song that night. My boy DJ Sparks from New York was DJing that night. Played the song. She was like, man, hold up, I'm gonna play some new shit for y'all. I remember what she had on a black dress. So she said she had some Gucci shoes with a Fashion Nova dress. She said some raw shit. It was just dope as shit. She was on some Cardi B shit.
Yeah.
Boom. Played the song, Bodak Yellow. This in Pittsburgh, man. Around the time when that shit came out. Dropped that shit. I said, man, this lady really went up within 1 month, bro.
Yeah.
1 month to do that to you. But let's backtrack to what we said again. She was in DC prior to that show. It's something about like DC clubs and the DC nightlife. When an artist comes here in the midst of they like blow up and shit like that, they go up every time, bro.
Really?
It's unstoppable, bro. The DC engine this an A market, bro. A lot of people hear about it, but when they physically see the market, bro, and be outside and shit like that at these clubs and see how like the bottle service is, how the music is, absolutely. We have some of the best DJs in the nation in DC. 100%. Shout out to all y'all brothers. People see that vibe, bro, in DC, whole different story, bro.
So why do you think the engine don't work as well for our artists?
For our artists, I wouldn't say the engine really doesn't work. I feel like people just got to put more attachments to their engine, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If people put more effort and more support and more help, like people collectively collaborate and shit like that, we'll definitely take this shit to the next level in DC. 100%. Okay. It's on the way, though. People starting to do it. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm a part of this era, so I'm definitely trying to, you know what I'm saying, pull some strings to bring people together, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. Well, now get into your perspective when you out there DJing. Because you get the view. Everybody's on this side, you on the other side.
Yeah.
So let's start with, what's the difference in experience between the guys and the girls that you see when you out there?
It can get tricky, bro. Mm-hmm. It can get tricky because once the alcohol is involved and, a lot of other shit going on in music, people turn into like totally two different people, bro.
So it could just go anywhere.
It can just go anywhere. But at the end of the day, I feel like as a DJ, as a curator, I absolutely play a big role in that shit. So I kind of like try to curate the best vibes for everybody, the most safest vibes, the most litest vibes. Like they say in music, a lot of songs and shit like that have frequencies if people don't know. Like, you changing people's moods and vibes just off the songs you playing and shit like that. Especially if you're really tapped into shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So, on the other note, it's all about like just being safe, being smart for real at the end of the day.
So have you ever been in a situation where you played a song and you like watch somebody's energy change? It could be positive or negative. Like you might throw in some trap shit and now you see somebody about to start a fight or some love shit and then maybe somebody go talk to a woman.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I done seen all types of shit happen. I done seen people leave off the wrong songs they ain't want to hear. I done seen people stay, get super hype. I done seen every literally situation you can ever think of on some DJ shit. Mm-hmm. But being a DJ, I understand my assignment every time. Like being an opener or being a closer, or even being in the mid-set quick, you just gotta know your personnel. You gotta know who's around you. You gotta know your crowd. You gotta know what's going on. So at the end of the day, like I said, it comes back to me, being the captain of the ship, man. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I'm on the wheels. I gotta know what's going on. I definitely like know how to open and know how to close. I would definitely not want to play too many hype songs opening up a club. You never want to do that as an opening DJ. Mm-hmm. You want to play slick shit. You want to open up, leave room for your closing DJ. If you know him or not, depending on y'all relationship, boom. He like a DJ might literally this is random. A DJ might literally hit you up if he knows you. Man, don't play this, don't play that. I'm gonna play this later. The DJ might respond, man, I ain't tripping. I already know. Boom, boom, boom. Another DJ like, man, I'm playing that shit, man. What you tripping off this for? Boom. Yeah. Another DJ like, I already know. I got you. It's all a respect thing, bro. At the end of the day, when you a DJ, understand your assignment, bro. You do not want to get people running out your club, fighting rah-rah at no 10, 11 o'clock at the club, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So it can really go down like that. Like you can play the music and make people fight.
It can really go down like that only if the crowd is actually lit.
Okay.
Open in the club. Say you got Chief Keef at motherfucking club. Not no concert or just shit like that. NBA Youngboy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yeah. Boom. You know damn well, if your club open up at 9, 10 o'clock, you're going to have people wrapped around the whole corner. So people coming in that club, being the opening DJ, you can play hype shit, but play some cool hype shit. I don't even want to say positive because there's a lot of cool hype shit to still play to kind of keep your crowd, you know what I'm saying, saying and shit like that. After 12, after the closing DJ comes on, absolutely. He's going to go crazy.
What's the cool hype shit? Like, there's something that don't have people too rowdy? Like
too rowdy, man. Because a lot of like songs can definitely get your crowd thrown off or even too hype that they can't control that crowd being too hype. So you being a DJ, you kind of stuck in the middle. You got to be like, all right, I'm going to still play some lit shit, but it's some cool lit shit. Like, motherfucker ain't trying to knock you off your motherfucking feet playing this don't.
Yeah.
But it's still cool. But at the end of the day, it's so much TikTok shit. It's so much lit music out right now that it's like, it's a lot of room to play a lot of cool shit right now that you can keep your crowd sane, keep your crowd cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let the closing DJ go super crazy because that's what a closing DJ is supposed to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, everyone's in the club. It's like a hands-on-deck situation where it's like, all right, everyone understands their assignments. Promoters there, DJs ready, hosts ready. You can kind of control your crowd to a point you kind of want it to be, bro. Between the DJ and the host.
It's crazy just to think about how much power y'all have over the crowd. Like you can really cause something with the wrong music.
Bro.
But that frequency stuff is real, so.
That shit is more than real. The crazy thing about that, you just made me think of something. This shit like propaganda, bro, in a sense. Mm-hmm. Like, we can really play some shit we don't ever want to hear in life. If we know some people in here don't like this song. Mm-hmm. Like, it's that powerful, bro. Or we can play some shit to get everybody hype that everybody want to hear.
It's random. I just thought about it. Being in your position, do you have to like try to be aware of like local beefs so you don't make sure you like play somebody op song or anything like that?
To be honest with you, a lot of that shit don't matter to a certain extent, man, because I'm a DJ. At the end of the day, man, I'm going to play the songs I fuck with. I'm going to play who I fuck with. And that's just that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit going on. But at the end of the day, man, that shit don't got nothing to do with music. It's a lot of motherfuckers that I know for sure listening to music that they probably don't fuck with their camps or shit like that. But at the end of the day, it's like a mutual thing. Like, if people can let that shit go and battle on the music shit and talk about these hits, like, nigga, my music better than yours. Yeah. That shit'll take shit to the next level. That shit'll take every area beefing in the world to the next level, bro.
Stay music, absolutely.
Couldn't even say just DC. So, like I said, man, I don't get into that shit, man. I love music, man. I'm gonna play your shit if it's hot. Okay. I'm gonna play whoever song crank. If it's a good song, I'm gonna fuck with it, bro. And I'm the one advocating for motherfuckers to really battle with this music shit, man. Fuck all that other shit. So I ain't with that. Straight up. Right.
Are there any songs, because you gotta hear the same music over and over and over all day. Is there any songs that you just like never want to hear again? If you could just wipe this song off the face of the earth.
It's a song I can wipe off, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a lot of them, bro. Like I said, I play a million songs all the time. I DJ down 7 nights out the week. Oh, yeah. I never play the same song twice. Okay. Arguably, me and my DJ friends laugh about this. We don't. Unless it's a top 40 song or it's this. But I learned from like some dope DJs to not play the same song twice, like throughout the night. So it's like, I can honestly say, it would be some of them HBCU songs. As much as they're lit, I love a lot of them, like Wipe Me Down and shit like that. It's something on this I'm just not trying to hear no more. It's just not our vibe up north. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie.
Give me a couple of them.
I can't think I'm on the break, bro. I can't think of, man. But it's just, we ain't trying to hear that shit no more. I'll be real with you. We just up here.
Nah, I hear you.
I'm trying to put go-go on and shit like that and like shit up here. But the shit still crank. It get the clubs hype. Man, what the fuck ever.
Now, I do want to know, because you've been in so many clubs, so many different clubs. Are there any DC clubs that are closed and you glad they gone?
Damn. Honestly, the only club, bro, I'm glad it's gone, but I'm not glad it's gone, is BLISS. Okay. Because that was an era, bro. So it ain't really no club. I'm like, damn, fuck that club and shit like that. BLISS was definitely one of the clubs that's gone. I'm just like, damn. It was just like it was a staple, bro, in DC, bro. Shout out to Abdul, man. Shout out to like all the promoters I work with.
Yeah, BLISS was special.
BLISS was special. Shout out Gifted Son, Analyze, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, Quicksilver, Steve-O. Gotta shout out everybody that was in there, man. You feel me? Julio, Bacon Bear, Shorty the Prince, you know what I'm saying?
Where you rank BLISS as far as like clubs and DJs, like on a 1 to 10?
BLISS is definitely, arguably, one of the best clubs, top mega clubs to ever be in the nation of the USA, hands down.
The whole USA.
Down. Anyone can say that, bro. Anyone that came through BLISS, through that era of the BLISS era, bro, is still lit now, bro. I'm not even lying to you. It definitely helped me out a lot with my brand, you know what I'm saying? On top of everything else I was doing, you know what I'm saying, advocating for artists and shit like that, doing a lot of like street politics, you know, dropping a lot of mixtapes, still being consistent too, DJing a lot of clubs. I was just hungry as shit. But like, being at BLISS, bro, this is like, I was at BLISS before like I ever had a shot at Rose Bar and like the St. Eve's and Abigail's and shit like that. It's even still a blessing now to DJ these clubs now, bro. I'm gonna be honest. So it's like, knowing that how big BLISS was, BLISS like held a standard every week for celebrity artists, bro, local or major or international, every week, bro. BLISS had an artist Friday and Saturday, possibly Sunday on some good weekends. For real, like
it stayed packed too, all them rooms.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone I can name, bro, that I name, bro, is still lit. Bobby Patterson, bro. Everybody lit to this day. Lit. Still do chill lit shit, but like everyone I met there like was for a reason. The capacity, yes, definitely the capacity. Like it's a challenge. Shout out to me and Swag and Bacon Bear and motherfucking Abdul was doing that joint every fucking Friday for like a few years, bro. Rain, sheet, or snow. Thugging that joint. Yeah. I'm the DJ. Bacon Bear, my host. Little Bacon Bear. Lit.
Yeah, I was promoting for BLISS
Brody.
a little bit.
Oh, y'all was there a couple of, y'all was YNs though back then though. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all
We
just
all
hit
were.
18, 19. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my bros. Well, I'm just fucking with you. But back then, y'all remember, them days was golden, bro. Like, we
Absolutely.
built something from nothing. You know what I'm saying? And BLISS was so, the capacity is so geeking, so big. It's like, you gotta pack that drink
They
out.
renamed it to Republic. It's a whole different
They have
management group.
They have new owners now. Shout out to Republic, man. Shout out to all the owners. I fuck with them heavy too. Most of them are Habesha, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But they cool as hell. Shout out Ben. Republic is dope. I got some shit coming up at Republic in the next month or two too. Shout out to them.
When new owners acquire the club, change the name and everything, how does that affect the club in general? Like the people, does it change if people come in? Like,
My honest opinion on this, I think it definitely affects the club a lot. Definitely. With the switch, this is a great question, bro. A lot of people didn't really talk about this. I definitely thought about this. I think it was a good thing, the name change and stuff like that, doing for the rebrand and stuff like that. But it was just so dope. Like I said, BLISS was just so much of a big error. That name was so big. Like, people probably still think of that joint as BLISS because the name was so big. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Republic, but it's like, we know that joint. That's BLISS. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You say Republic, you still might not know where Republic is. You say, man, we got this joint at BLISS. Motherfuckers gonna still know it's BLISS. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, shout out to them BLISS days. Shout out to Republic now. That shit, that whole area is a staple, bro. Stadium, Echo Stage, Karma, all that shit. That whole strip. That shit like the East, bro. That's like the East of the NBA shit. The Rose Bar, the St. Eves, the Abigails, and all that shit, Connecticut Avenue.
Yeah.
It's like the West.
right.
Then you got your 9th Street. Then you got your U Street. Then you got 8th Street. Then you got other clubs all over.
Yeah, that's funny. The East though.
Think about it.
No, it's a fact. That's a legendary strip right there.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Shout out to Stadium. They used to be the
Stadium
the
was lit.
move. When it comes to the interactions in the club as you see it,
Yeah.
what's something that you'd like to see more of?
Man, any DJ tell you, man, I love to see some dancing more, man. People like, the girls come out and twerk and shit. That shit cool. Niggas trying to see girls twerk. Absolutely. But like, you don't see nobody trying to go smack at a girl no more. You know, original shit, just a nigga trying to be on some party shit. You don't see that no more. So I would love to see the scene on some dancing shit more. Like, don't wait till some fucking line music shit come on and shit like that. I'm trying to really, you know what I'm saying? See like we trying to see like real dancing. Take it back to like original shit. People just going out to have a good time. Like the cabarets, you know what I'm saying? Nice shows, but
People don't dance no more.
not really, bro. TikTok shit, bro.
Yeah. Nah, it's a
Once
fact.
again, we in a different time.
Yeah, it's TikTok.
So I
and
guess it's
line
TikTok
dancing.
line dancing now. It's not necessarily fucking like back in the day. They come out and do the 2-step. Went your drunk at the bar all night.
Okay. If you weren't DJing, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't DJing, that's a good question. If I wasn't DJing, I'd be shooting film. Be on some Spike Lee shit.
Really?
Yeah.
You into that?
I'm into that Spike Lee shit. I'm into movies and shit like that.
Okay.
I'd probably be like in a Marvel movie somewhere or some shit.
You would want to make your own like comic movie?
I'll do that.
Or
Damn, if
superhero
I had the
movie?
resources to do it, fuck yeah. Or if I can cast as one,
Yeah.
or like have something to do with something, production or one, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
How you get into that?
I always grew up like in the film and shit like that, and movies and shit like that. Like I'm a movie head. I love shows too, but I'm a movie. But I was in like performing arts, like acting classes and shit like that. High school and junior high, I did a lot of media shit, especially high school and in college. Went to college for communication film studies. A lot of people don't know that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just shit like that that really got me into like film, bro. So, and I grew up to comics and shit like that. So it was dope.
So what's your number one Marvel movie?
Damn, my number one Marvel movie. If you're a real comic book head, Marvel head, it's probably like one or two. I say Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Really?
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie.
You putting that above like Avengers Infinity War?
It's between it. It's between Endgame and Winter Soldier. But Winter Soldier, if you really watch that jump was fire though. Like dope. Then I would say, arguably, people that's in the comments gonna be like, damn, I might be right. I might be saying this wild. Deadpool fucking 3 was dope.
Deadpool 3. Is that
100%.
with Wolverine?
Yeah, Wolverine was in that.
Okay, I
Deadpool
didn't watch that
Wolverine.
one.
That was dope. That was another one that was probably
It's dope enough that it's like
it's
possibly the best movie.
It's up there. But not gonna yeah, absolutely. Because they had like some great cameos in that joint leading up to like if you know what's going on in the Marvel universe, they about to drop Secret Wars.
Okay.
It's arguably about to be the biggest fucking movie in history. People don't know. With like a super crazy cast of like 60 to like 100 superheroes from Marvel and shit like that.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
I didn't even hear about this.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. coming back to cast as fucking Dr. Doom and shit.
Okay.
As a variant of Iron Man. So yeah, that shit gonna be hard.
Yeah.
I be into that shit, man. That movie shit. And I got to work with actually people from that shot like Captain America and shit like that. So it was just a dope experience, bro. To be in that shit. I was a PA. I did a couple PA jobs. It was dope.
Okay.
For Amtrak. Shot a commercial for Amtrak. It was different.
Yeah, that's a fire experience. I love that.
It was different, bro.
Good. All right, man. Well, appreciate you for coming. That's all I had for you today. Did you want to, leave off anything? You got anything coming up? Or?
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro. Nah, just man. Follow me everywhere, man. DJ SaySay, man. On Instagram, DJ SaySay. Follow me on Twitter, RSVP Follow me on YouTube too, man. My YouTube channel at bookdjsaysay.com, man. Anything else, man? Look, you gonna see me outside, man. I'm gonna post all my events on Instagram and probably Twitter too. Appreciate you, bro.
All right.